Hey guys, and CSFan001 here, welcoming you to another one of those weekly trophy list analysis videos. Today's date is Monday, October 28th, 2019. So this will have covered the, that would be the 21st to the 27th of October. I believe that's correct. So anyway, this was a relatively productive week. Worked on a few different games throughout the week. So, first off, updates on Destiny 2 and Far Cry 2, the two games I am slowly working on, but did not make any trophy progress in. Destiny 2 is going fine. I actually realized when I was playing on Sunday, when it comes to the materials grinding for getting enough reward Ingrams for the collections badges and stuff, I've been dumb and forgot, hey, you can do the daily bounties that are super easy from each vendor, and that gets you like 30 to 40 of whatever the materials are for that planet in a day. So yeah, why have I not been doing that? I kind of forgot that it existed, but anyway, that'll be a good thing to note. But again, that's not really a priority, just sort of slowly working on it. I want to get done with a few of these other games first and then jump back into Destiny 2 a little more heavily, because I could grind all that out pretty quickly if I really wanted to, but I'm kind of focusing on other games at the moment, so yeah, that's kind of my main reasoning behind that. As for Far Cry 2, however, progress is definitely coming along. I got like, I think I told you guys I still had like 6,000 more kills last week to go, and I'm down to only about 4,300, maybe 4,200, like 42 to 4,300, somewhere around there by my count, which means I made a lot of progress on kills this week, even though I didn't get any trophies done in the game, obviously. So I have finished the, what classes have I finished? I finished one of the classes. I don't remember which one it is, though. I'm almost done with Sharpshooter. I just need 99 more kills with the AS-50. I'm almost done with the Commando class. I just need 475 more kills with the FAL Paratrooper plus the executions with it. And I'm almost done with the Guerrilla class as well, but for that one I still technically need all 500 kills and 250 headshots, so yeah, that one's going to take a while. I mean, they all take a long time. But I still need to do... I haven't really made any progress as a gunner or a rebel yet, because with the PKM, the M249 Saul, the Eagle 50, and the Carl G, I still need everything for on all those guns. From the Rebel class, I still need everything for the Uzi. I still need everything for the MGL. I still need 76 multi-kills with the RPG and 196 kills with the LPO 50, which is terrible, by the way. It's a flamethrower, and it lasts a really long time. Like, it has a good durability, but it also just takes forever to kill anything. So that one you can only get like 25 to 30 kills in a match versus the usual 40-ish per match. So that's kind of unfortunate. But at the current rate, you know, I mean, I've said that, like I said before, if I just wanted to go ahead and say 100 kills a night on average, which I mean, I'd be getting more than that anyway, because I'd play approximately 4 matches in a cycle, because after every 3 to 4 matches, you have to reset the lobby. And I could probably go ahead and get, like, if I play every day for those 4 matches before a reset, then that would be anywhere from 150 to 175 kills on average per 4 games. So that's really not that terrible, because that would mean, you know, another maybe 5 weeks or so of just playing a little bit every day, and I could be done with the multiplayer. That's not counting if I play on the weekends, or some days where I play more and some days where I play less. We still got a lot of the multi-kill work to go, though, unfortunately. And before I finish recording this video, this is being recorded on Sunday, like most of them are. Before I finish doing, or before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to be jumping back on for a little bit more, trying to get a little bit more done. Maybe I'll be able to get a little bit of the multi-kills done tonight, I don't know. But really got to try to get at least some of the multi-kills done this coming week, because I'm making fast enough progress with everything else. I just want to get as much of it out of the way as quickly as possible. But, you know, progress is coming along. It'll be done eventually. I mean, like I said, I think a minimum or a maximum of about 6 more weeks, and I would probably be done with it. So that's sort of a maximum timeline. So that's not terrible. You know, it's tolerable enough. I'll get through it eventually, of course, like I've said before. Although in November, like I've said before, I also want to work on other games. We'll talk about that later. So as for games I actually made trophy progress in this week, First off, we have Nier Automata. So, Nier Automata, I obtained the Platinum Trophy. Finally got through with this. I mean, it's a good game. The music's really good. The gameplay's generally pretty solid. The story and world are intriguing enough. I like the game a lot overall. But the nice thing about it is that it has a trophy shop. And the trophies I got were... I had already achieved ending B after last week's video, or by last week's video. So the remaining trophies I got were the... Actually, I think I got these two, like, the night that I recorded that as well. So these might be technically from last week, but I probably wouldn't have shown them off because they, I think, were earned after I recorded the video. So, yeah, aside from those, I did the rest of the story-related trophies. These are all going to be earned while going for ending C and D. So all of those will be earned through that. That's basically your third playthrough. This is earned by completing ending D by selecting 9S at the very end of the game. And this is earned from ending C by selecting A2. Neither of these are difficult, and there's thankfully a chapter select that's unlocked upon completing the story, which makes them much easier, and it makes a lot less stuff missable. After you have obtained those first 4 endings, you'll be able to view the final credits and earn ending E. And that's the last of the story-related trophies. So from this point on, you will now be able to go to the trophy shop, and I will talk about that in a second. But we already earned these trophies. There's 60 total quests, so you'd have to complete 48 of them. That's not terrible, because technically that means you'd be able to skip a few of them, because you don't have to... I don't know if you have to do all of them, though, for other endings and stuff, though, which you might. So I'm not 100% sure about that. The archives, I'm not really sure exactly what those are. Unit data is done by killing and hijacking and hacking enemies and stuff, so nothing too bad there. The plug-in ships I got mostly done with, and I don't think the pod programs are that hard. I think that there's only 3 of them, but I don't remember where the third one is. Upgrading all the weapons to the highest level is pretty time-consuming, just because you would need to grind out a whole lot of materials. Same with upgrading all the pods to their maximum level. You would just need to grind out tons of materials to do all this. So that's unfortunately going to take quite a while if you don't want to just go to the trophy shop for them. This one would be these two would both be quite easy. They're both related to hacking, but they take a little while to get through if you're doing them legitimately. I am a little bit... Oh, wait, I did get this one legitimately. Okay, that's what I thought, because, like, I thought that one's actually pretty easy. You would think that you would get it through natural progression, and I did. This one, I would have probably gotten it through grinding pretty easily. It's not that hard either. This one, the Berserk mode, is one of A2's abilities, and I never really quite understood it because I got stuck for a little while fighting her first boss when you're out in the desert and you fight that giant sandworm thing that flies around. I know that was very descriptive, sandworm thing that flies around, but that fight gave me a lot of trouble until I realized how you were supposed to fight it. I didn't realize that by, like, doing enough damage to one of its segments would make it disappear and stop attacking you. I was trying to attack, like, all of them at once, so naturally I kept failing for about half an hour, then realized, hey, wait, the body parts disappear when you destroy them or do enough damage to them. Why wasn't I doing that from the first place? I don't know. This one, I'm not really sure what these are, but I'm assuming it's not that hard. Same with finding all the pods. This one's kind of tough to miss. Riding an animal, this one wouldn't have been that hard overall. Neither would this one. I mean, there's certain places you can go to catch each of the different kinds of fish, but they would take a little while. The friendly machine life forms, I think you could just go wipe out Pascal's village to do this, and it looks like a lot of people have earned the trophy, so it's probably not that hard, but you can also buy it. This one requires you to look up 2B's skirt type thing 10 times. Yeah, I did not do that legitimately, so that's one good reason for a trophy shop, I guess. And this one, you have to, like, make 9S's clothes explode off his body by, like, hitting L3 and R3 at the same time. Again, one that I got by trophy shop because I don't know if I wanted to look at that for an hour. Using Emil's shop, he starts roaming around the world randomly once you've earned ending B. So you can find him roaming around, you just shoot him once to stop him, and then you can talk to him. But to destroy him, I think he's like a level 99 boss, so he's almost, not like a raid boss, but definitely a much tougher boss, like a true sort of final endgame boss. That would be pretty tough to kill, and I think you have to complete like a whole side quest with him that takes absolutely forever as well. For the endings, there are 26 of them, A through Z, and B, C, D, and E will all be earned through natural progression. You might earn one or two others by accident along the way. I earned like one extra along the way by accident. One of them, ending Y, is missable if you are not using the trophy shop, so do keep that in mind. I don't remember what this trophy is. It's just going to a certain location, though, so I assume it's pretty easy. So, yeah, just keep all that in mind. For the trophy shop, you're going to need about 2 million gold or G's, whatever you want to call it. The currency, you're going to need about 2 million of it to purchase everything if you have not earned any of the miscellaneous trophies along the way. So, you will need quite a bit, but you can sell all your unneeded materials, and you can just back up your save before talking to them. And if you do that, then you're perfectly fine. You can just back up your save, unlock, half or 2/3 of the trophies or whatever, then just reload your save from the cloud and do it again for the remaining trophies that you need. So, not difficult at all. I think the most expensive one, if you really just came down to only being able to buy like one trophy at a time, the most expensive one is either 200 or 250,000. So, still not too terribly expensive for just the most expensive trophies, which I think might be the endings trophy or it might be one of the other ones. So when it comes to a trophy shop in general, I'd like to do maybe a more in-depth video on this eventually, but in this case, if you're going to have a game that does sort of a trophy shop in it, I think Nier Automata does it in a better way, in that this is one of those games where, you at least have to finish all of the main story, which takes 20 to 25 hours to do if you're not focusing on any of the extra stuff. So it still takes a decent amount of time to beat the main story, but you can't get any of these other trophies, like you can't purchase them until you have finished the main story, and then you can just go purchase them as you wish, or you can go back, really you can just go back and clean them up as you want, and if you have a lot of trouble with one of them, or were to say miss the one missable ending, then you could just have the trophy shop there as a backup. So I think this game does it better than some do, but probably not. Like, a lot of people are still going to complain about the fact that there is a trophy shop to where you can just go in and buy anything that you either miss or were too lazy to go for. So I can understand both sides of the coin on this. So if people don't like the trophy shop, I don't necessarily blame you. I don't think it's something that developers should make a habit of. I think it's okay in small doses, like occasional being released like it was with Nier Automata, because I can't think of another game off the top of my head that did one in this format. And then also, before I forget, I think there is another missable trophy. I think this one is missable because you need like some kind of specific item, of which there's only 3 total in the game, to upgrade each of the 3 pods, and maybe 2 of them are related to side quests and 1 is a random drop, so you have to be kind of careful with that. So I want to say that both of those trophies are missable. Plus, I've talked about this before, Cherish Our Resources. You can buy this from the trophy store, but if you're going for it legitimately, it's not necessarily missable, but it's very hard to get if you're playing offline. The reason being, you can't collect as many bodies if you're playing offline. You won't collect like any, really. You won't find very many. I guess you could probably collect your own body 100 times if you really had to, but that would be absurdly grindy. Instead, you just want to be connected to the internet throughout your playthrough, and if you do that, then you'll come across your fallen comrades, fallen other players from around the world, and you can collect their bodies to retrieve supplies from them. It'll usually heal you some, and just do that 100 times and you'll get this trophy that way. But otherwise, it can be very grindy. It's definitely best to do this one while connected to the online. Would highly recommend that. So that is it for Nier Automata. Got that platinum. Thankfully got at least 1 platinum this week. Made a little bit of progress on something. I mean, I finally got it done. So glad to have it out of the backlog. Like I said, it was a good enough game. I enjoyed it enough. And now, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Modern Warfare 2019, or Modern Warfare 4 as it's also known. Pleasantly surprised at this game's campaign overall. Like, I'm really enjoying the campaign. I've only finished about 7 missions of it so far. I just haven't really had time to play it as much as I wanted to, but I'm liking the game a lot so far. I think it's actually a pretty fun game, at least with the campaign. So it's definitely one of the best campaigns in the franchise, at least in recent years. Like, it's up there with, I'd say the other really good campaigns were like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, World at War and Infinite Warfare are the other really good campaigns of the modern era, as well as Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was pretty good because it had the less linear narrative to it. And this one's been really good too. It's done very well with the thematic elements and such. As it turns out, the Platinum Trophy is not that hard. It is one of the easiest in the franchise. It is one of the top 3 easiest for sure. And depending on other exploits used in other Call of Duty games, it might even be the easiest. Personally, I think it's going to come down to a competition between this, Advanced Warfare, and maybe Modern Warfare Remastered if you were to have used the exploits to beat the game on Veteran more easily. So it could kind of come down to those 3. And Advanced Warfare is made easier through exploits in the survival mode as well, so do keep that in mind. So really it comes down to sort of a competition between those 3 for the easiest, and maybe Ghosts for being the legit, probably one of the easier ones without using any sort of glitches or exploits or anything like that. So as for the trophies, there aren't very many of them. There's only 27 in the base game, including the Platinum. This one, it doesn't have to be done in one life. It doesn't have to be all with one grenade or anything. You can do all of them during the mission where you go to the hospital, like when you first meet Griggs in the game. I know that these 2 aren't difficult. I just haven't seen a good place to do them. I haven't even really watched the video yet. I'm kind of just playing through the game, casually enjoying it. I actually didn't really start a new game, but started chapter selecting from chapter 1 to start playing through the game again on Veteran after playing through the first few missions on regular on a stream. So now I'm playing through on Veteran to go ahead and play through the rest of the game, and then I'll go back and clean stuff up on Recruit that I miss. I got this one done. I got both of these done during the 4th mission, or maybe not 4th mission, but the one where you get to control the RC planes when you're with the rebels. And I got both of these in the same spot, but on separate playthroughs, naturally, of the level. They're both pretty easy. This one, I'm sure, is pretty easy. I just haven't gotten it yet. Complete the campaign on Veteran or Realistic, complete the campaign. So obviously not done with those just yet, but working my way through it. This is in the very first mission. It's not too hard. This one, I'm pretty sure this one's actually, I think, glitched in a good way in that I know for a fact, multiple times during my not really Let's Play, but first run of the level, I injured civilians and actually killed civilians and failed the mission because of it, 2 or 3 times, but still got the trophy at the end of the level, so I guess it's okay. It's just kind of funny. So, I don't know. I mean, it's not funny with what you have to do, but it's also just kind of funny that unlocked the trophy. I don't entirely understand that, but hey, I'll take it, trophy. And it was a gold, too, which is even more hilarious. Then this one is in the mission where you're sneaking around and have to carry the cinder block around. I almost got this one during my playthrough of the game, but just I didn't realize it had to be the same cinder block. I just thought you had to carry one through to the end of the level. I think this one's when you're clearing out Clean House. I think these are both in Clean House. This one looks like it could be a little bit tougher, but I also haven't even tried it on Recruit, so it's probably not too bad. This one, I think, might actually also be in Piccadilly, or it might be in a mission further on. I'm not entirely sure. This one is a little bit tough to miss. You'll do this in the embassy level. This one, none of these other trophies I've gotten to their missions yet, but I know that overall none of them are particularly hard. The game is being considered a 3 to 4 out of 10 for people who know anything about the series, so it shouldn't be too bad. The question is, this trophy, no one has earned it yet, and I've heard 2 reasonings for that. Some people are saying one of the missions is glitched and won't count, so that's certainly a possibility. But I've also been hearing that it's a Days Gone type of situation as to where not all the missions have been unlocked yet. And that's sort of to be expected, that they would unlock more special operations through free DLC. That's what they've already said they were going to do. So that makes sense, though I don't really know why they would not just have separate trophies for each DLC mission. That seems like it would make more sense rather than just having one bronze trophy for completing all of them when they aren't even available yet. So that's kind of dumb if that's the case. And one other issue I've had with this game that I wanted to bring up, have any of you guys been having a really bad trophy delay with the game? I've been having a PS3 era level of trophy delay with this game, with getting the trophies to pop. They pop 10 seconds to 15 seconds late. I don't know if I'm the only one having that problem, but it's definitely been an issue so far, and it's kind of annoying, to be honest. So let me know if you guys are having the same problem, and maybe they will have fixed it by the time this video goes up. I don't know, but I have been noticing that as being kind of an issue. I don't know why that's happening, but it's not even the first Call of Duty game that's done that. Black Ops 3 had a really bad trophy delay as well, I remember. So yeah, that's a little bit weird. I don't really know what's going on with that, but that's been happening so far. Maybe it'll be fixed by the time this video goes up. So, level 69, 62%, 17,242 total trophies. Oh, didn't actually mean to hit that. 404 platinums, 2,301 golds, 4,428 silvers, 10,109 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week or so. It's going to be yet another week where the schedule still can't be right because still things are going to be going on in life that are going to prevent a stream probably on Friday because I got someone coming. Me and my parents were all going to the Clemson game this weekend together. Yeah, so that's the reasoning, and they'll be here Friday, so naturally I probably won't be able to stream on Friday. I'll probably be out doing something else, so no drunk stream this week, unfortunately, but there will be a stream on Wednesday. Maybe I'll be getting the Modern Warfare Platinum live on stream. We'll have to see, though. Or maybe I'll go get some other easy game Platinum done on stream. We'll have to see, but we'll be definitely streaming on Wednesday. Otherwise, this week, I'll hopefully have another Fallout recipe video up this week. I've gotten like 3 or 4 recorded. I just need to edit them now. And I'll have another Fallout Challenge Run video edited sometime in the near future as well. And then I'll have a trophy list analysis out this week. Terminator Resistance, I believe is what it's called, the new Terminator game. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about the game's existence or the fact of who is developing it, but maybe it'll be an easy platinum. We'll have to see, because I know that the trophy list is out. What am I going to be working on this week, though? I am going to be continuing on Modern Warfare and possibly getting the platinum done. I am going to be continuing the Far Cry 2 grind. Hopefully I can get through another 1,000 kills this week. We'll have to see, though, because I'll be busy on Friday, Saturday, but hopefully I can get through another 1,000 kills this week, get down to about 3,000 left, and maybe get done with one of the multi-kill weapons to where I'll only have 2 of those left. So we'll have to see, but hopefully I can at least make some progress there, and a good amount of progress, hopefully, and actually get some of that done. I haven't heard any news yet about when we're going to start getting Borderlands 3's DLCs, because I know that we're going to get 4 DLCs for that game to keep track of. And then Fallout 76, I'm not going to comment on how stupid Bethesda is with their latest decisions of a $100 premium service, but I did hear that is pushing back the Year 2 content that we actually wanted with bringing in human NPCs and stuff, and then it's going to push it back indefinitely, so who knows when we're going to get that, or why they would choose this instead of doing that people actually wanted, what little fan base they had left actually wanted. So, yeah, that's terrible. So, maybe it means we won't ever get DLC trophies for the game, which would be fine by me, but still, it's annoying because of how badly they've been mishandling everything. So, going to be working on those for the month of November, because it'll be November by the time of the next video. Still, of course, working on Far Cry 2's online. I want to do Resident Evil 5's online, and I need to go ahead and make a PSN Profiles session within like another couple weeks and just find someone else to do the co-op stuff with that has 2 PS3s, because that'll be the easiest way to do it. It won't even take that long if we have 2 people, each with 2 consoles. It won't take any longer than the PS4 version can knock it out in a few days of somewhat heavy boosting that doesn't require a whole lot of effort in the first place, just doing a lot of it. And then, of course, like I've said before, I want to start working on Killzone Shadowfall and doing its DLC, because I have a feeling that its servers are not going to last that long when the PS5 comes out either, because it was a release title. So we'll have to see on that. Outer Worlds, of course, also came out. Have heard pretty good things about the game, that it is a total Fallout New Vegas in space, which is a great thing. It does have a like 5 out of 10 difficulty list, which is about where New Vegas was, so that's fine. It just has a lot of missable trophies. So I do have to keep that in mind for when I do eventually get it. I'm probably going to pick it up when it's dropped a little bit in price, probably around Christmas. Medieval also came out, and it's apparently a pretty easy platinum. I want to say one other game came out this week that I'm forgetting about. Luigi's Mansion 3 comes out this coming week, though. It comes out on Halloween. Yeah, I mean, I probably won't be getting it day one, but that's still exciting because a new Luigi's Mansion game, after all these years, that's on an actual console, great. I'm excited for that. I'll actually be playing that, and probably the next Pokemon game when it comes out. So, I think that is going to be it for this video, guys. Managed to go for 25 minutes. Tune in this week for at least another, Platinum Trophy video, a stream on Wednesday, something out on, like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like a couple videos during that time period. Don't know exactly what or when, but like I said, most likely no drunk streams this week because I'm going to be busy. Once football season's over, though, most of that's going to end, and the whole inconsistency is going to end. And that's pretty much like early January is when everything will be fully back to normal on that sort of streaming schedule. So, hey, only another couple months until that happens, but I'm going to be sad then because there won't be any football to watch for 8 months after that, which is always a sad time of year, although at least we have basketball for a few months. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you for the next one.